Champ, some people were criticizing Ryan's defense in his last fight versus Duarte. They were talking about the shoulder roll. You know, you're the master defensive boxer of all time. What do you think of his defense?
Just my personal opinion. I thought that he took his time. He was patient, more focused. Whoever didn't like his performance, I mean, I feel like it was a well-rounded performance. He did what he had to do, went out there, executed the game plan. I'm pretty sure they had a good game plan. He didn't rush. And when it was time to strike, that's what he did.
Right.
In the shoulder roll, only thing he can do is get better. It wasn't bad. At least I didn't think it was bad when I watched the fight.
People were hating. I thought it was great.
That comes with the territory.
Right.
He has to continue to focus on himself, continue to believe in himself, believe in his skills. And
you liked his performance, though?
He's young. He's still growing.
Right.
He's still learning.
I was not beat the man. I think Greg probably one of the first things to do. Better than what they did. First arm, so he's just let's pick that thing. That's it. Your body, thinking. Yeah. I got one bomber. I thought you got him. He shot. That's it. Now we're fighting how to run to how to fight. Yeah, you're going to be out to both.
I don't understand why the heavyweights don't get on the road. Yeah, I don't get that.
I just started that. Here, St. Louis don't never hit the road. Huh? St. Louis, you never hit.
And guess what?
I'm just in jail. He's going to get off that shit. Oh, I still need
Nice try!
Two minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
There was a time when Floyd Mayweather wanted to bring Ryan Garcia into Mayweather Promotions by signing him to the team. Ryan Garcia is still one of the biggest stars in boxing. Even though his career has had some ups and downs in recent years, he continues to be one of the most popular fighters because of his massive social media following. Floyd Mayweather worked hard to convince the Mexican-American boxer to leave his longtime promoter Oscar de la Hoya, but those efforts never paid off. Even so, Floyd has always respected Garcia as a fighter and has continued to support and advise him as he moves forward in the sport. Floyd has also defended Garcia's strong social media activity by saying it is part of his hard work.
Not really, you know, young fighters will take it the wrong way when you say certain things sometimes.
Right.
Even like a while back when it's called divide and conquer. When I talked about me being like YouTube, I said, listen,
I don't cry about you.
I'm saying if that was his hustle, if he got a lot of followers from wherever he got them from, that's his hustle.
Right.
And he's supposed to say, yo, you can't knock my hustle no matter where I got him from.
Right.
And
The funny thing, I didn't even do YouTube.
no. It's not, no, I think
I've done it a little bit.
Social media.
yeah, but you know,
You still got 1 million on there though.
when it's all said and done, we don't really care about the followers. We care about his performance.
There it is.
He had a little minor setback, major comeback.
Right.
Floyd and Ryan have always shown a lot of respect for each other, so it is no surprise that they often spend time together whenever they get the chance. They have been seen together many times over the last few years. Floyd has passed on some of his valuable boxing knowledge and training experience to Ryan, which has helped him improve and develop into a stronger fighter.
What's going on, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? We're good. Money.
As Floyd and Ryan have built a stronger relationship over the years, many people expected Ryan's promoter Oscar De La Hoya to get angry and criticize Floyd Mayweather for trying to take his fighter away. However, the founder of Golden Boy Promotions has not shown any issues with Ryan spending time with Floyd, including their late-night training runs. Oscar even said that it is a positive thing because Floyd can share his experience and help Ryan become a more skilled and complete boxer.
Running with Floyd, and I know that back in the day that, just your overall thoughts that he's able to, work with the other side promoter after fighting Tank. Is it just a good relationship that after the fights are done?
First of all, if Floyd Mayweather Jr. is actively promoting and is still a promoter, which I'm not sure because Al Heyman doesn't have dates until March. So I don't know what Floyd Mayweather Jr. is doing in the meantime. But look, back in the day in my book, that was conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. Back in my day, that was, we might put you on notice because promoters are talking to our fighters or poaching. But I don't think that's the case. Mm-hmm. I think that it's great that Ryan and Floyd are running together because he can soak up all the knowledge from Floyd. A young kid who can be amongst greats is always a positive for me.
It is well known that Ryan Garcia and his promoter do not have the best relationship. Before many of his fights, Ryan and Oscar De La Hoya have often been involved in public disagreements. For example, Ryan criticized boxing legend Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya for allegedly trying to set him up for a loss against Oscar Duarte in 2023. Garcia had no problem confronting his promoter directly and speaking his mind in front of him. It was an uncomfortable situation, and one of the moments that showed their relationship was not in a good place.
One thing that's been on my heart is the statements that Bernard made, where he'll decide if I want to finish or if I should continue boxing after this fight. He don't decide that. My coach does, my team does, everybody that grinds with me day in and day out. That's who decides, and ultimately God decides, not him. Nobody was telling him when to stop boxing. He stopped boxing at weight 45, so kudos to him. But he don't determine that. And another thing I want to touch on is, Oscar saying that we misinterpret what they say. It's plain English. I didn't hear anybody speaking any language I don't know. So, it's very clear to me that, they're backing this guy to beat me just like they thought, was going to beat me. He was the next Filipino star. They say he's the next Mexican star. You know what? I put everything into this fight, for the first time. I'm extremely committed in a long time. 2021 was one of the times it kind of broke me. 2022, changed me. 2023 opened my eyes. I'm about to come back for everything. I'm just lasered and I'm laser focused. That's in my confidence.
That conflict between the fighter and his promoter is still happening today. Even at Ryan's recent press conference for the Conor Benn fight on September 12th, the WBC welterweight champion took another shot at De La Hoya in front of the media. When reporters asked about De La Hoya's role in the complicated negotiations for the upcoming fight, Garcia gave a cold response saying, "Not a lot, I guess." That disrespectful comment quickly created major reactions across the boxing world. Ryan's longtime lawyer Guadalupe Valencia made things even more serious by giving a detailed statement to the media explaining that Golden Boy is basically only a partner working alongside Garcia's own promotional company.
Ryan and Conor are up there. Ryan, maybe this is a question for you. What involvement does Oscar De La Hoya have in this fight?
Not a lot, I guess. He said, what does Oscar have involvement with this? I mean, he's part of it, right? Yeah, he's cool.
So, they're co-promoters with Ryan and our company, Ryan Garcia Promotions. So, they're partners with us. That's it.
Ryan's current dispute with Oscar started when De La Hoya went on Instagram Live and openly criticized the Ryan versus Benn fight. Oscar claimed that fans were not interested in watching the matchup and said he would rather have seen Ryan face Devin Haney again in a rematch instead.
Yo, what's up, guys? Lots of fake news going around. Okay, so people are posting about the Ryan Garcia fight and Conor Benn fight in Las Vegas, September 12th. But I have yet to be approached about making this fight. We signed a 2-fight deal for Ryan with the Saudis last year. The first fight was with Barrios, and apparently the Saudis have chosen Conor Benn to be Ryan's next opponent. Nobody's asking for this fight. The fans are definitely not wanting this fight. And if it were up to me, I would have picked Devin Haney for the rematch. That's a much bigger fight. But because Turkey owns Zuffa and wants to help them out, he picked Conor Benn. But whatever, that's fine. I mean, look, you can't just make fights without Golden Boy and DAZN. I know Paramount wants the Ryan fight on their network because their regular Zuffa fights do a few thousand views.
Garcia was clearly unhappy with his promoter for damaging the excitement around his own event. Responding with a direct message, Garcia publicly told De La Hoya to stop creating more problems and simply take his payment and move forward. Garcia questioned why a promoter would criticize a fight while still earning money from it, showing that their already damaged relationship had reached another breaking point.
If any involvement does Oscar have in this fight?
He's a co-promotion. Golden Boy is a co-promotion with Ryan Garcia Promotions, and we have one more fight with them, so they're going to be part of one more as co-promotion with my promotion. So that's pretty much it.
And that one more fight, that doesn't include this one, right? That's one more after this one?
Yeah, one more after this one. Yeah.
Is there any reason why he wasn't on the stage on Saturday at Fanatics Fest?
Oh, I mean, I don't really, I'm not in charge of that. So I don't really know why he wasn't there. I'm not in charge.
Well, one of the big things that a lot of people are looking forward to is, will he be up there with Dana White? They have a long sort of, very friction-like relationship. Will they be up there together?
I have no idea. I mean, if I did, I would tell you, but I have no idea. I just show up wherever I need to be.
One thing that I have said on the show and that I heard was that when you did the Times Square fight, you signed a 2-fight deal with Turkey and the Saudis and and this fight falls under that, and that's why he's probably not going to be as visible for this particular fight. Is that an accurate thing to say?
Yeah, you could say that. I have obviously Oscar's. I don't know if it's called sold my fights to Salah for 2 fights. I don't really know how that works. I just know that I have one more fight with Turkey.
Does he profit off of this one though?
Of course, yeah. Of course he profits off it. Come on now.
So does it bother you when he comes out and says, "Yo, I don't want to see this fight. This fight doesn't."
It makes no sense. You're getting paid off it. I don't understand why you're talking shit about it. It's like, bro, collect your check and move on. Like, what is the point of that? It makes no sense. You're getting paid. What if you're getting paid? Why are you talking shit? It makes no sense, bro. And nobody's even mad at you. I haven't even talked shit about him in a long time. I don't understand where that came from. It's like, why are you putting my fight down, bro? Like, I have no problems with you. I still don't. I don't really care. I just don't understand why that. I really don't get it. I don't know the thinking process in that.
It appeared that Oscar understood Ryan's message because shortly after Ryan's interview, De La Hoya met with the boxing star and agreed to his requests regarding the Conor Benn fight. Oscar later explained that everything is going well between him and Ryan and that they are working together to make the Conor Benn fight a huge success.
Okay, so how is the relationship with Ryan? How would you describe it?
Oh, we had a talk the other day. It's great. It's good. We had a discussion the other day, and I know he said a couple of things on your show and this and that, but we talk to each other.
Everything's great. We're going to make sure that this event is big. We're going to make sure that Ryan gets what he deserves, that he's treated the way he deserves, and just make sure that he's ready and prepared to go up and take the throne from Conor Benn. I mean, he has no throne, but I'm saying, make sure that he goes out there 100% and beats Conor Benn.
So that's interesting because when I spoke to him, it was last Tuesday. He said he hadn't spoken to you in quite some time. So I'm gathering you spoke to him after that conversation on this show?
It was after the conversation. Yeah, this show, he called for a meeting, for a sit-down conversation, which I gladly accepted. I mean, he's a Golden Boy fighter. And so, we just work things out once again. We work things out, and hey, let's be clear here. Let's make sure we don't talk shit to each other. Let's make sure that we make the biggest events happen. And I was all for that, obviously. I mean, I'm a promoter. I want to make sure this big fight is the biggest it can be, and I want to make sure that that Ryan Garcia is clear-headed enough to go out there and knock out Conor Benn.
So he called for the chat with you. He wanted it. He initiated it.
Yes.
That's good to hear.
It's good to hear. It's great. I love it. That's the way it should be. Like, look, let's make sure that we're all aligned and make sure that we can just put on the biggest event possible.
Oscar believes the Ryan versus Benn fight has the potential to become a huge success, with fans from both continents expected to pack the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. He predicted that more than 20,000 British supporters could travel to watch the event. However, he still remains firm in his opinion that a rematch with Devin Haney would be a much bigger and more important fight.
That he did say in our chat was that he felt like you were putting the fight down, that you were demoting it, that you were essentially trying to get people not to watch. And then I saw in the comments on the post that we had on Instagram that you said, no, I just feel like the Haney fight is better. And so can you tell us, what is your sentiment towards this fight?
Well, towards this fight, it's going to be massive. Obviously, I would say about 20,000 Brits will probably come over to the US, to Las Vegas on fight week. Reminds me of when I promoted Floyd Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton back in the day. We had about 60,000 Brits who flew over to participate in the activities, and it was such a special event. So I kind of have that feeling now. I think about 20,000 Brits will come over and want to support their very own and Conor Benn. It's going to be a massive event. But look, I feel that this event is going to be a special one. The fact that Ryan Garcia, we've positioned him to take over the September date, which is very important in boxing. And I'm very glad that Ryan Garcia now has the throne.
Okay, but this is a bit of a departure from your initial sentiment, which was the Haney fight is bigger and more interesting.
Oh, no. And everybody will agree with me. The Haney fight obviously is much bigger. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of animosity. Imagine with the father and Devin Haney, and I mean, it would be massive. It would literally be bigger than this. I would assume people would agree with me, but will it be a better fight? I don't know. Conor Benn is an amazing fighter. He's an action-packed fighter. So my sentiment towards it in the beginning was, the Haney fight will be bigger.
The September 12th fight is quickly becoming one of the most talked about events in boxing. Both fighters have taken every chance to criticize each other publicly and build tension before the matchup. Benn has looked confident during interviews and has repeatedly questioned Ryan's toughness and determination heading into the fight. In one interview, he boldly stated that he plans to force the American boxer to quit. Benn said the people who are doubting him now will watch him capture his first world title on September 12th. He believes his wins over Chris Eubank changed his career and made him stronger and more confident. Benn also explained that he plans to focus only on major fights moving forward. He even gave a knockout prediction, which is a risky statement because he enters the fight as the underdog.
Speaking of you punching people's heads in, you and Ryan got in it on X the other day. You said he lacks heart and you're going to make him quit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen it. As soon as he gets on top, as soon as he gets a bit rough in there, he don't like it. You know, so I'll go in there and I'll show him. I'll show him what I'm like.
you know, speaking of your heart, you had those two incredible fights with Eubank. Talk to me a little bit about what you learned in those fights and what you gained from that.
I learned I could go to the well and back. You know, it was they were hard fights. They were extremely taxing and challenging. You know, especially up at middleweight. They were hard fights. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're here for, to give the fans, you know, fight of the year kind of fights. You know, and just keeping it moving.
Yeah, I love that fight for you, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, going forward, should you get past Ryan, what are your goals in the sport of boxing? Are you going for the Zuka belt? Going for undisputed?
I just got to get this world title. That's it. That's all I'm focused on in a minute. Like, all the rest is noise. I'm focused on getting that belt.
How do you see this one playing out?
I think I'll knock him out.
What round?
I can't say. I just don't see it going. I just don't see it going points. I don't see it going points.
Because of the intense drama between these two fighters, the boxing world has been full of reactions and opinions about the matchup. Many fans and experts are choosing Garcia to win because they believe he has more skill experience and a stronger career record. They also point out that Ryan is the current champion and do not understand how Ben can defeat a fighter with a better resume. Boxing Hall of Famer Carl Froch strongly criticized Ben's recent performances, saying he keeps his chin exposed and often puts himself in dangerous situations. Froch also claimed that Ben's knockout power has disappeared and predicted that Ryan will stop him within 3 rounds.
Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia. How do we see that one panning out? Because on paper, that is what should happen next. Suddenly, is that's still not the big landmark name you want, though, is it?
Not for Ryan Garcia, no. I mean, Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet. And I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
You can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago. And Eubank lost a couple of fights. He got battered by Liam Smith. And that's a level. It's like, what's Eubank done to warrant Conor Benn saying, I'm ready for world titles like this against this guy? I know he's just now become a new world champion and it'd be a good fight. But for me, I just think Ryan Garcia runs rings around him. I don't know if you agree or disagree.
He might have a new dream. He might have a better dream. If I'm Conor Benn, I'm probably looking at Garcia though as the one for me, because it's a bigger fight than the Shakur fight.
Yeah. And more winnable.
And more winnable. So it's more dangerous in some ways, but it's more winnable in others. And I think that's a fight that I would be really excited for, to be honest. I'd really, because I think Conor Benn, whether he's limited or unproven in certain ways, he's got an exciting style, and he's good to watch. He's fun to watch, and he's coming off a massive high. And he's a much better fighter now than he was a year ago, just through having those 2 camps, fights, the whole process against Eubank, performing on the highest stage, coming back from a loss to avenge it in a great way. And maybe it might be flattering because Chris Eubank was so finished, but I think the Garcia fight, I think it's a great fight, really.
While most people around the world are counting the British challenger out, Terence Crawford has a completely different view of the fight. The undefeated pound-for-pound superstar is strongly backing Benn to pull off the upset. Crawford believes Garcia may have more experience, but Benn's bigger size, non-stop pressure, and natural strength at welterweight could become too much for him to handle.